Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are well. I am Miss G. I will be teaching you English. We are going to focus on plenty of concepts. We will revise things that you know, and hopefully I will also introduce you to topics that you are not familiar with. Okay, so today we are going to be focusing on simple sentences. Okay, so here's our objective. By the end of this lesson, so after watching this video, you should be able to identify all the components of a simple sentence. We are going to define a simple sentence, we are going to identify simple sentences, and we are also going to break them down so that we know what makes a simple sentence. Okay, so I'm going to give you just 5 seconds. Think about it. What is a simple sentence? Have you ever heard of this? Have you never heard of this? If you have, 5 seconds. What is a simple sentence? Back to me in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so a simple sentence expresses a complete thought. It is one independent thought. Okay, it's a very, very basic sentence. It contains a subject, a verb, or a predicate. Okay, and it is also known as a main clause or an independent clause. I will repeat myself. A simple sentence is a sentence that is very, very, very basic. What I mean by that is that it expresses one complete thought. Complete. Okay? Basic. And what does it have? It has a subject, a verb, or a predicate. What else do we call a simple sentence? A main clause or an independent clause. Okay? So now let's break it down. We also have a formula here on how to write a simple sentence. So this is how. As we learn, we will tick if we can identify those parts. Okay, first things first. Subject. What is a subject? 5 seconds. What is a subject? Think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So a subject tells us who or what the sentence is about. Okay, we are going to read these sentences and identify all the subjects. So every time you want to find out the subject of a sentence, you need to ask yourself, who or what is the sentence about? Number 1, Tammy loves food. Who or what am I talking about in that sentence? Tammy. Okay? So Tammy is our subject. Okay? Lisa lives far. Who or what am I talking about in that sentence? Lisa. The sentence is about Lisa. Dad is cooking. Who or what is the sentence about? Dad. Okay? Therefore, dad is our subject. So in these sentences, we were able to identify who or what the sentences were about. So if we go back to our formula there, we now know what a subject is. Okay? Now let's move on to a verb. I am sure you have heard of this word before because it is a very important part of speech and it is also a very important part of a sentence. You cannot have a sentence without a subject or a verb, okay? If you have a subject and a verb, then it's a simple sentence, okay? Now, what is a verb? Think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A verb is a word, it's an action word. A verb is a word, it's an action word. Verb is a word, it's an action. Sing with me. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If I can do it, you can do it, we can do it, then it's a verb. If I can do it, you can do it, we can do it, then it's a verb, okay? So a verb is a word that shows us action, okay? Now, to identify a verb, you need to ask yourself, what is my subject doing? Okay, or what action is my subject performing? Let's see. We are going to read these sentences and identify the verbs. But now that we can also identify subjects, we will identify the subject plus the verb. My friend sings. Who or what is the sentence about? My friend. Therefore, what is my friend? Our subject. What is my friend doing? What action is my friend performing? My friend is singing, or my friend sings. Therefore, sings is our verb. The boy cried. Who or what is the sentence about? The boy. So the boy is our subject. What is the boy doing, or what did the boy do? The boy cried. So cried is our verb. I slept. Who or what is the sentence about? I. And then what did I do? I slept. So is our subject. Slept is our verb. Now you will notice that these sentences only have like 3 or 2 words. Okay? But remember, a simple sentence is a very basic sentence. As long as it has a subject and a verb, then it's a simple sentence. Get it? Got it? Good. Now we move on to our predicate. A sentence also has a predicate, okay? I will explain a predicate after I tick off verb. So we know that how do you form a simple sentence? You have your subject, your verb, or your predicate. Now what is a predicate? A predicate is part of the sentence containing the verb plus all the extra information. Sentences also have extra information, and that extra information can be considered our predicate. We will go through examples so you understand what I am saying. Tammy ran to school. Who or what is the sentence about? Tammy. So Tammy is our subject. What is Tammy doing in that sentence, or what did Tammy do? Tammy ran. So ran is what? Our verb. Okay? But look, we still have all this other information. What is this information doing? It's giving us more information, okay? It's telling us where Tammy ran to, okay? So this information is the predicate. But remember, the predicate includes the verb as well. So ran to school is our predicate, okay? Lisa studies all day. Who or what is the sentence about? The sentence is about Lisa. What is Lisa doing? Lisa studies. So studies is our what? Our verb. What do we still have here? All day. All day is the extra information. But remember, a predicate includes the verb. So what's our predicate here? Studies all day. So underline, studies all day is our predicate. Last sentence. Dad cooks pap on Wednesdays. Who or what is the sentence about? Dad. Okay, so dad is our subject. What's our verb? What is dad doing in that sentence? Dad cooks. So cooks is our verb. But you see, we still have all this extra information. It's juicy. It's telling us what dad cooks. When does dad cook? Okay? So dad cooks pap on Wednesdays. Cooks is our verb. Pap on Wednesdays is our extra information. Predicate includes verb. Therefore, the predicate will be cooks pap on Wednesdays. Okay. So that is our predicate. Okay? And now we know what a predicate is. Okay? So just to recap, a simple sentence is a very basic sentence. It expresses one complete thought. How do you write a simple sentence? A simple sentence has a subject plus a verb or a predicate. Okay, what is a subject? A subject is who or what the sentence is about. A verb is a word that shows action. So what is the subject doing? The predicate is the verb plus all the extra information in the sentence. Okay, but remember that extra information needs to express how many thoughts? One complete thought. Okay, now I would like us to go back to our objective. I said by the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the components of a simple sentence. What are the components of a simple sentence? Subject, verb, or predicate. Excellent. I want you to kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. Excellent. Now, I have an activity for you to check that you have mastered this objective and you understand what a simple sentence is. You're going to do these two activities. Okay? Activity 1, you are going to identify the subject and predicate in the following sentences. You are going to read these sentences, and just like I did, you will underline the verb, circle the predicate, zigzag the subject, but just identify all the parts of a simple sentence. Okay? So you can pause the video and copy the sentences. Then activity 2, write your own simple sentences using the following verbs. So I've given you 6 verbs here. You are going to write 6 sentences and make sure each sentence has one of these verbs. Okay? Do we all understand? You can pause the video and copy these activities. Okay? So until next time, goodbye everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm very excited about our journey. I'm excited to be getting to know you and you getting to know me and us learning and tackling English like champions. Until next time, bye.